Have you ever decided not to overthink something and then spent the whole night doing exactly that? Or told yourself, don't be anxious, and instantly felt more anxious? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't control your mind. Modern psychology and neuroscience acknowledge it. But what fascinates me most is that the ancients already knew it, and the difference is they didn't just recognize the problem, they solved it. Today I'll show you how. If you really controlled your mind, nightmares wouldn't exist. Nobody chooses to dream about being chased. Nobody chooses panic before public speaking. Your conscious mind, the part you have direct access to, is only a thin layer floating on a much deeper intelligence. Neuroscience shows most of your decisions are made before you're even aware of them. What we call the unconscious is actually more like a superconscious, an enormous system processing more than your little spotlight of awareness ever could. But here's the key. You'll never completely control it. And that's not a failure. It's the human condition. Think of your mind like a dog. You'll never control a dog completely. It has instincts, moods, and reactions of its own, but you can train it. A badly trained dog runs into traffic, chews your furniture, or attacks strangers. A well-trained dog, on the other hand, is a blessing. It brings you the newspaper, protects your home, and follows you with loyalty. The same is true of the mind. An untrained mind sabotages you with anxiety, cravings, and destructive patterns. A trained mind can serve you faithfully, guiding you toward clarity, focus, and resilience. Ancient yogis, shamans, and philosophers didn't just recognize this limitation. They built technologies to work with it. They engineered ways to train the superconscious. For example, breathwork that reshapes nervous system responses, prayer, chants or mantras, and mythology that rewrites unconscious patterns, and rituals that embed new behaviors deeper than rational thought could ever reach. These weren't guesses or spiritual fluff. They were practical solutions tested over generations that solved the problem of unruly mind. Today, science is finally catching up. Trauma therapy shows body-based practices often succeed where talk fails. Cold exposure and breathwork prove you can influence automatic systems like heart rate. Placebo studies reveal mind alone changes physiology. All of this confirms what the ancients already solved. Train the deeper system and the conscious mind follows. So how do you train your inner dog so it serves instead of sabotages you? 3 steps. Work through the body. Posture, breath, and movement shifts your state faster than thoughts ever can. Lengthen your exhale right now. You'll notice the change. Create a daily ritual routine, simple but consistent. This is what trains the superconscious directly. I'll make a separate video on how to build one. Rewrite your myth. Every life runs on a story. Replace I'm broken or life is meaningless with the myth of growth and purpose. And your deeper mind will begin to align with it. You don't win by forcing the mind into silence. That's what most modern ideas of meditation try to do. Hold the mind down by control. But do you want a dog that only behaves under a tight leash? The moment you let it go, chaos. A good dog doesn't need constant control. It needs training. Traditional meditation worked the same way. It gave the mind a structure to move in through breath, ritual, and mythology. That's how the ancients solved the problem. They didn't chase control. They created practices that shaped the mind. Leave the mind untrained, and it pulls you off course. Give it discipline, and it carries you further than willpower ever could. In the next videos, I'll break down each of these tools. How to build a ritual routine, how to work with breath, how to rewrite your personal myth, Subscribe if you want to learn how to train the mind the way it was always meant to be trained.